Welcome back, everybody. It's Cape Rugby TV. We carry on talking club rugby. Right, for those of you that might have missed it, Western Province Rugby were participating in the trials for the summer games, the annual summer games, which comes up at the end of the year. There's a provincial sides from various schools that then play at the end of the year as part of the sport and recreation project. So it's national teams participating, but of course they've got to go to trials first. And last week at City Park, the under-14s, at least the under-15s, boys and girls went to trials, of course, sevens rugby. And to tell us a little bit more about that, we've got Azipheli Manitsane on the line with us. We spoke to her last week. We thought we'd bring this to you. Azzy, welcome back. Nice to have you back on the show.
Hi, JP. Thanks for having me, and hi to everyone.
All right, you're no stranger to Cape Rugby TV now. We're getting to speak to you quite often, which is fantastic. But of course, this was a big weekend for you guys, the playoffs for the summer games.
Yeah, it was really a big weekend, JP. We had our under-15s that were playing the summer playoffs on Saturday, and then we had a big week, which was last week on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday for our under-15 girls. We were preparing them for the summer playoffs so that they trial with Poland, SWD, so that they get to be picked to go play for the school's national championship. It was really a big weekend because we had to prepare them. Some of them, they knew from this, and they've been starting from scratch. They don't even know rugby, but some they were playing previous years. But since last year, we didn't have rugby, so we couldn't find the right talent. But through the preparations, everything went well.
Azzy, so where does it all start, though? How does it start for the kids? I mean, we're talking about under-15s here at school level. How does the process start? How do they get selected to be able to get to the playoffs?
Okay, JP. The three provinces which take us, what they do, they meet together so that they all select teams from their provinces that will present the Western Cape team. So the three provinces are given time to go have trials with the under-15, which they must invite all the schools to nominate their players. Once they nominate all, give it from these, then those players will play against each other. From there, then those players which are selected from the trials, they will go to play for each province, which is SWD have their own players, province have their own players, and Poland also have their team. So those three teams will play again, which was the summer playoffs. So they play again for the final trials. So there, and then we select the team for Western Cape.
So City Park, it was then this Saturday. You played trials, of course, but of course I think people must also know that you're playing sevens rugby format.
Yes, for the 15th summer games, it's sevens, but they can also have winter games, which is 15-a-sides. But for Saturday, it was sevens format for the under-15s, and they played against the other two provinces, which Western Province girls played against Poland, and then the second game was against SWD as well. And then they won both of their games, which we were proud of it. And then they got to be selected. And you have selectors like Lorian Johannes, which is the SA under-20 coach. So it was a good thing for them.
So you had a few celebrities there. I mean, you got some high-profile people doing selection then at the event. Were the kids excited about that?
Yes, they were really excited to even see the under-20 coach there and he's selecting them. It was an exciting thing. We wish to have more people that are in those higher levels so that these kids can look up to them.
But you also had Simne Kiwi there, your backline coach for the YTC structures, and you had Coach Brian Willemse there. I mean, you've got some high-profile Western Province seniors in the picture to help with this.
Yes, they did a lot of work during the week, which was on the Wednesday, the Thursday, and the Friday, in preparing those girls most of them, they knew with sevens, they don't even know how to play sevens. Having Coach Brian, Coach Wilfred there, and Coach Simnikiwe, and another coach from Belvoir South, which is from the schools, Belvoir South Primary, they did a lot of work to help these girls get into that level.
Did they do some selection on Saturday? Do we know if we've got any players in the team?
Yes, JP, we have 3 from the boys and we have 5 from the girls. They from different schools. We have Zakira from the girls' side, from Falls Bay side, and then we have Anita Fazi from Vusa Academy. We have Jemima from Elsis River, and we have.
Well, you don't have to go through the whole list, Azzy. We're gonna probably be busy all night if we go through the whole list. But clearly, what you're indicating me there is already quite a variety. We know up and unders over on the Falls Bay side, also at the NTK side. You've got Elsis River, you've got Eersterrivier, and Vusa Academy, of course, which is active in Langa. So really, that you're getting a good variety. Are you, in general, Azzy, are you happy? I mean, we know we've been talking about this now for months, and we've been following women's rugby for so strongly for the last few years, especially in the last 18 months. But are you happy with the growth of girls rugby and how women and girls are coming through the ranks?
Yes, JP, I'm very happy. Now look like we have the under 15s. These under 15 will help us to prepare for the under 16 Western Province team for next year, and it will also help us to prepare for the YTC games as well. So the growth that is coming up now, I'm very happy with it. And these more clubs that are coming with these women's players, I'm very excited with it. And I wish next year we can grow more clubs and have more players participating in our festivals.
Is that what comes next?
And
what do they prepare for next? I mean, we know the summer games is in December, I think, or at the end of the year, and it's in Johannesburg, the summer games being hosted by the Lions. But when this is all finished, what do the girls do next? The boys and the girls, under 15s, what do they begin preparation for then? Is it then a question of getting ready for under 16s?
Yes, the preparation that they have now is for next year, which is the under 16s Western Province teams and the YTC games. For now, and also we're excited that we're gonna have sevens women's teams playing in our Score Sevens tournament. We're very excited about that as well. And then next week, Saturday, we're planning to have schools festival sevens teams, so that they also get used to this and getting prepared for November 7th.
So you got schools festivals for sevens coming up. You've got the Score Western Province Club Rugby sevens coming up. So there's quite a lot of sevens rugby going on. It sounds very exciting. It's a bit of a shift from 15s. But we also see some of the girls, some of the ladies apparently playing some 10s rugby.
Yes, they do. For our festivals, if they're still new in the tournaments, we let them play 10s, because for them it's still difficult to get more players. So if they have a minimum players of 12 or 15, then they can play 10s. That's how we groom them to get into the 15s. We let them first play 10s, then when they're getting to have more players, then we take them to the 15 asides.
Azzy, that's fantastic stuff. It's very exciting. We're glad to see that players, especially the youngsters, are coming through the ranks and enjoying themselves playing rugby. We'll leave it at that, and we'll say thanks to you for talking to us.
Thank you too, JP, for having me. Thanks.
So great to see the success then of the under 15s as they get ready for the upcoming summer games later in the year. Right, folks. As you know, Score Western Province Club Rugby Sevens kicks off next week. Stay tuned. We'll bring you all the highlights. We'll also follow some of the progress of the clubs in preparation for the Score Sevens. That starts off at Paarl, Forest Street, of course, Goodwood Rugby Football Club, as well as Hamilton's Rugby Football Club. All matches kick off at 1:30, finish at 6 o'clock. And yeah, super excited to see Sevens rugby back in action. We'll see you again next week, same time, same place. Have a fantastic rugby weekend. Bye-bye.